The next chapter we are going to see is presentations basics. So chapter 8, presentation basics, page number 170. Take page number 170, chapter 8, presentation basics. So what do you mean by presentation? Presentation means nothing but you can add your animations, videos, sounds in the slide. Okay, the OpenOffice Writer and OpenOffice Calc is only used for data content. So only we can, in our OpenOffice Writer we can type any data and store data. In Excel we can type data and manipulate it, and we can create chart etc., chart and graphs etc. But in presentation basics, presentation software, we are able to add our animations, videos, sounds, and we can create our own slide. So what do you mean by presentation? A presentation software is a computer software package used to show information in the form of slideshow. So in the form of slideshow you can show your informations. Okay, slideshow means what? The slides comes one by one. So it includes three major functions: an editor that allows the text to be inserted and formatted. Inserted means you can insert your data, formatted means you can modify your data. A method for inserting and manipulating graphic images, and a slideshow system to display the content. So inserting, you can inserting your graphs and images, okay, and manipulating and inserting your graphs and images. Then slideshow system to display the content. So the content can be displayed by the slideshow system. The presentation software is used to create presentations, quizzes, e-learning packages, and multimedia products. So most presentation software packages will create your multimedia product using the series of slides. What do you mean by series of slides? Series of slides means more than one slides. So number of slides. So you can add text. Text means it's a what are the data you can type in your presentation. Then images, you can insert images, then videos, then animations, then links and sound can be combined on each slide to create a final product. So the most commonly known presentation programs are, mark this one, this is a 2-mark question. What are the most commonly known presentation programs are? The first one is a OpenOffice org Impress, then second one is Microsoft PowerPoint, third one is Apple's Keynote. So first one, under OpenOffice you have Organize, Impress, then under Microsoft you have PowerPoint, then under Apple's company you have a Keynote. In this chapter we are going to explore an OpenOffice org's presentation software that is called Impress. So Impress is nothing but like a Microsoft presentation. You can create your slide and show your content as a slideshow. So Impress is a OpenOffice org presentation slideshow module. You can create slides using Impress. It contains different elements like text, bulleted and number list, tables. What do you mean by tables? Tables means it's a combination of rows and columns. Then charts, clip art, and range of graphic objects. So Impress has access to the spelling checker and thesaurus. So spelling checker means what? Spelling checker, it will check the spelling. Also it comes with the pre-packaged text styles, background styles with online help. What do you mean by pre-packaged? Pre-packaged means already defined, already designed styles. Okay, background styles and text styles are already designed. Then how do you opening a new presentation? You can start your Impress in several ways. First one, in order to open an Impress using start button, click start button. Here you see, click start button, then go to OpenOffice, then select OpenOffice Impress. So click start button, here click start button, go to OpenOffice, then OpenOffice Impress you have to select. It's already pinned in the start menu, just click in, open it. Then how do you create a new presentation? So after opening the OpenOffice Impress, you have to create a new presentation. How to create a new file in OpenOffice Writer? You have to open OpenOffice Writer, then go to file menu and select new option. Like that you have to create a new presentation by three methods. First method is by selecting an empty presentation. The second method is by selecting from template. Then the third method is by selecting from open existing presentation. So first one, by selecting an empty presentation. You can select an empty presentation. Second one, selecting from templates. Then third one, open the already existing presentation. Here you see in this diagram, Figure 8.3 you see, we have three options. After open the OpenOffice Impress, we have three options. They are empty presentation, here you see they are empty presentation, then from template, then open existing presentation. So you have to select your option, either empty presentation or from template, then open existing presentation means already created presentation. Then select empty presentation under type, it creates a presentation from scratch. So click next, here you have a next button, so that button you should click, okay. So the moment you click next, the next window will be appeared. The second presentation wizard window will be appeared. Here you have two options, presentation backgrounds and presentation. So these two options have their own list, okay. So here you see, then choose a design under select a slide design. The slide design action gives you two main choice. One is a presentation background, another one is a presentation. So each one has a list of choice for slide designs. If you want to use one of these other than original, actually by default it will be in original design. If you want to change your slide design means you have two options. In third point you can see you have two main choices. One is presentation background, another one is presentation. In this diagram you can see the selected slide design, you have presentation background and presentation. So from here you have to select your option. Then preview of the same will be shown in preview pane. Preview pane is in right side, you have the preview pane. That side you can see your preview. Then original is an empty background. You can also select among three predefined presentations: original, introducing new product and a recommendation of strategy. In this diagram you see here figure 8.6 you have original, three options: original, introducing a new product, then recommendation of strategy. From these three options you can select your option, either original, otherwise introducing a new product or recommendation of strategy. Then click on item to see preview of the slide design in the preview window. So every time you can see your preview in the preview window. Select how the presentation will be used under select an output medium. Then next one you have to select the output medium. Here what they chose, actually screen. The output medium is screen. So presentations are created for computer screen display. So select the screen option. Then click next, the present wizard. Step 3 appears. In this step you can choose the effect and speed. Here you see, after you click next, the third step will be appeared. Here you have a effect and speed. So that effect and speed you have small drop down list box. From that you have to select your effect and speed, okay. Then select the presentation type, you have to give default type. The above steps to be followed for creating an empty presentation. Then second method is using template. How do you create your presentation? Using template method. So if you choose the option from template, it uses the template design already created. So template means it's a already created design as a basis for a new presentation. The wizard changes to show the list of available templates. So choose the template that you want. Introducing a new product and recommendation of strategy are pre-packaged presentation templates. Underline that line. So what are the pre-packaged presentation templates? Means it's a new introducing a new product and the recommendation of your strategy. So in this window you can see the left side you have a slide pane, then center you have your workspace area, then right side you have your layouts pane. You can see one by one. So from template you have to select, then from introducing a new product or recommendation of strategy, here you have to select your option, then you have to give the next button. Then next one is using open existing presentation. Using open existing presentation means it's a already created, that is previously created presentation. So if you choose the option open existing presentation, it helps in continuing the work on a previously created presentation. So here you have to open the presentation already prepared by clicking open button. The wizard changes to show the list of existing presentation. So the wizard means this window. This window will open the existing presentation from which you can choose the one that you want to open. So here you see open existing presentation. So the open button will be appeared. From here you have to select your already creating. Then the next one is, what are the various ways of starting Impress? So you can start Impress in various ways. First one, you can select the presentation from the system menu or the OpenOffice or Quick Starter, or you can click the triangle to the right of the new icon on the main toolbar and select presentation from the drop down menu. So either you can go to the system menu or the OpenOffice or Quick Starter, otherwise you have to click the down arrow. So that is the triangle right of the triangle, click at the right on the new icon on the main toolbar and select presentation from the drop down menu. Otherwise go to file menu. This is the common method. Go to file menu, select new option and give your presentation. Select the presentation. So file menu, file, new one, presentation. Then what are the parts of main Impress window? So already we can learnt about the parts of OpenOffice Writer and parts of Excel sheets, that is OpenOffice Calc. Here we are going to see parts of Impress window. So the main Impress window has three parts. One is slide pane. The left side pane is called the slide pane. Then the center space is called a workspace. Then the right side pane is called the task pane. Additionally, several toolbars can be displayed or hidden. What do you mean by hidden? Hidden means hiding. Hiding during the creation of presentation. Okay. So the left side pane is called a slide pane. The slide pane contains thumbnail pictures of the slides in your presentation in order of our insertion of slides. So here the left side pane is called a slide pane. Then the center space is called workspace. Here you see the diagram 8.13. Left pane is called a slide pane. Then right side, the center pane is called a workspace. Then right side pane is called a task pane or the slide bar. So what is the purpose of slide pane? So slide pane contains thumbnail pictures of the slides. The pictures of the slides what you have created, that and all in the order in the slide pane. Then clicking a slide in this pane, select it and places in the workspace. In case if you want to keep one slide in the workspace, means you have to select that slide from the slide pane. So you have to click the slide pane and select it and places it in the workspace. While it is there, you can apply and changes that are desired to that particular slide. Then what are the, apart from that, what are the additional operations can be performed? One or more slides in the slide pane means you can add a new slide, you can hide a slide, then you can delete a slide, then you can rename the slide and copy or move the content of one slide to another. Then it is also possible to perform the following operations other than using the slide pane. Change the slide transition following the selected slide or after each slide in the group of slide. What do you mean by slide transition? Slide transition means there is the effect from one slide to, there is the effect from changing one slide to another slide. So there is a effect from for one slide to another, changing one slide to another slide. Suppose the slide 1 is viewing, then after that you can view the second slide. So in between the first and during the changing time, that first slide to second slide, you can apply your own transition effects, that is the speed of the slide, then the transition, the rotation of the slide, then the any audio or video you can apply, that is called slide transition. So change the sequence of slides. Sequence of slides means order of slides. So first slide, then after that instead of second slide you can show the fifth slide, then seventh slide, something like that. So you can change the sequence of slides. So change the slide design. A window open allowing you to load your own design. So change the slide layouts for group of slides simultaneously. So slide layouts means what? The template of the slide you can change. Then what is the purpose of task pane? So the task pane has 5 sections. One is master page, then another one is layout. So for here we can see one by one. What do you mean by master page? So you can define the page style for your presentation using master page. So master page is used to define your style, page style for the whole presentation. That single master page is used to design your page style for your whole presentation. Impress contains pre-packaged master slides. Pre-packaged means nothing but pre-designed. One of them by default is blank. So on the rest I have the specific background. Here you see the types of master pages. From this master's page you can select any one type, then that will be applied for your whole slides. Okay, all the slides in your presentation. Then second one, layouts. So layouts means it's a pre-packaged layouts are shown. You can choose any one you want. Use it as it or modify it to suit your own requirement. So here these are the some designs of the layouts. From here you can select any one of the design, use it as it is, otherwise you can modify it. Then third one is a table design. Table means what? It is rows and column. So standard table styles are provided in this plan. You can further modify the appearance of the table with the selections to show or hide specific rows and columns, or to apply band appearance to the rows and columns. Here you see the table design. So table design means it's nothing but the rows and columns. Then fourth one is a custom animation. So custom animation means what? You can animate your slide. A variety of animations for selected elements of your slide are listed here. Animation can be added to selected elements of your slide and it can be changed or removed later. Then slide transition means, we already learnt about it. Transition means that is the effect for changing one slide to another slide. So transitions are available including no transition. So if you want no transition means you can select no transition. You can select the transition speed. You can also choose between the automatic or manual transition. So the slide transition can be automatic or manual. Automatic means you have to set the timing 5 seconds. So there is the timing between one slide to another slide. Then how long you want to select the slide to be shown, that is automatic transition only. Otherwise what do you mean by manual transition means every time you have to press the enter key or any key, otherwise you have to click mouse click. Then what are the Windows elements of Impress? So the figure 8.19 shows the elements of Impress window open source application. The window elements of Impress included title bar, already we had learnt in OpenOffice Writer and the Calc. So the first one is a title bar, then menu bar, then tool bar, then ruler bar, then scroll bar, which are similar to the elements of OpenOffice Writer. Apart from that you have a view buttons. So in the workspace have 5 tabs. Here you see in this diagram you have 5 tabs. That 5 tabs is called a view button. Here you see. So what are the 5 tabs? Normal, outline, notes, handout and slide sorter. These 5 tabs are called the view buttons. It will shows the how you display the slide. That one you can select from this. That can be uploaded by select from the view buttons. Okay. Then second one is the status bar. Status bar is present at the bottom of your window, which gives you some statistics about the file that you are viewing. So it will give the present status of the file. It is a good practice to check the information shown there. In case you do not need the information in the status bar, you can hide it by selecting view, go to view menu, then you can hide the status bar. By default it will be enabled. Suppose if you want to disable your status bar means you have to go to view menu and select status bar from the main menu. Then navigator. What do you mean by navigation? Navigation means moving from one place to another place. So the navigator displays all the objects contained in a document. It provides another convenient way to move around the document and find items in it. So navigation means moving around the document. The navigator button is located on the standard toolbar. So you can also display the navigator by choosing edit navigator, otherwise Control plus Shift plus F5. So then underline that line. You can also display the navigator. How do you display the navigator? You have 2 methods. One is go to edit menu and select navigator. Otherwise using keyboard shortcut key. What is the keyboard shortcut key? Control plus Shift plus F5. So the navigator is more useful if you give your objects, that is pictures, spreadsheets and so on. Objects means nothing but your images, videos, audios, then animations, then spreadsheet contents, then graphs in meaningful names, instead of leaving them as a default object 1 and picture 1 as shown in figure 8.20. Here you see the navigator button. So forward button, backward button, that's the you have a navigator. You assemble the various parts of your selected slide. Each view is designed to is the completion of certain tasks. Then the view button. The view button we have a 5 buttons. Okay, we have a 5 tabs. So what are that view buttons? First one is a normal view. Is the main view for the creating individual slides. Use this view to format and design slides and to add text, graphs and animation effects. So normal view is the default view. You can open it and then you can add your text, animations, videos and anything. Then outline view. What do you mean by outline view? Outline view shows topic titles, bulleted list and number list for each slide in outline format. So it shows the topic titles, bulleted and number list. So use this view to rearrange the order of slides. Rearrange means you can rearrange the order of slides. Okay, edit the titles and headings, rearrange the order of items in a list and new slides. Then what is the purpose of notes view? Notes view lets you add notes to each slide. So if you want to make any notes means you have to go to notes view and you can add your notes for each and every slide. Then slide sorter view. This shows the thumbnail of each slide in order. Use this view to rearrange the order of slides. Produce a timed slideshow or add transition between selected slides. So you can add any transition between the selected slides. Then handout view. What do you mean by handout view? Lets you print your slides for a handout. So handout view means it will let you print your slides. You can choose 1, 2, 3, 4 or 6 slides per page from taskpan and layouts. Thumbnails can be rearranged in this view by dragging and dropping them. So handout view is, what is the purpose of handout view? Handout view is used to print your slides. Okay. The next topic is workspace